Welcome back to the channel, everyone, and on today's episode it's what did I break? But technically it wasn't something that, I broke it, but it wasn't something I broke. It was a stupid stick. 1 in a million chance that a stick found its way up under the Jeep all the way into the back and broke the nipple off the fuel pump. So we had to make something up to get me off the trail. We tried JB Weld and this other glue adhesive, and it just wouldn't hold. So what we came up with was this. And by no means is it a permanent fix, definitely a temporary to get us off because it leaked fuel the whole drive home, about 25 miles. But there's a metal piece, a little brass fitting, that we heated the threads up and threaded into this. Then of course the clamp for the hose, and then a clamp onto this piece. This is your normal fuel line that runs to the pump. Through this we were able to at least get me home, or I should say to Deadwood, to where we could get a pump. We ordered one from the O'Reillys in Sturgis. Thank you to Stephen Birch for getting that ordered. I just picked it up. We're gonna start tearing this apart and get this thing fixed properly. So as you can see, this is the brass fitting. I think you can see that we did, in case you can't. Brass fitting that we screwed in just to make it work. Of course, I need to undo the electrical part. So now, time to take it out. The one thing you should try and change, especially since we have a new one and a new pump, is the O-ring. It has gotten wet with fuel, and anytime anything gets contaminated, you want to try and change it. Now, trying to get it out can be difficult. Some fuel down there. We'll just use these old nasty gloves. See if we can kind of soak it up a little bit. new fuel pump ring. Perfect. The new fuel pump. So I'm not sure why this O'Reilly's pump has this, but I'm gonna have to cut this off to make it work. Sometimes you just have to deal with what is available, unfortunately. I kind of wish I would have noticed that first, but I did not. Alright, as you can tell, doing that ring by yourself can be somewhat of a pain. If you do have an extra set of hands, that would help a lot. Now, at the same time, you gotta give a huge shout out to GenRight for coming up with this access panel. This is just a kit from GenRight that cut a hole, and it's beyond just cutting a hole. So it's a whole plate system, and then this plate, access plate, will cover it. Just makes life so much easier if you do have a TJ or LJ to be able to access your fuel pump. And I think they even offer stuff on JKs, possibly JLs, for the ones that relocate the tank to the back. So something to think about if you have those type of kits on your Jeep. All right, I've had it running for about a minute or two now. Just checking to make sure I don't see any leaks. One thing I did buy that I ended up not using, I was just a little worried about doing it, and I'll show you what and why. So as you can see, I don't have the access panel on yet. I ended up leaving this that we cut off and just put a worm clamp around it. So I had bought this at O'Reilly's, and technically this might slip into this hose and then of course slip over the nipple. But my fear was, once I cut that hose, that this might not fit in there, and then I'm having to build a fuel line here, and I really didn't want to do that. So that clamp seems to be holding. If you pull on it, it's not really moving, and of course I'm not going to pull hard, because then it'll break that stupid nipple piece again, since it's just freaking plastic. Yeah, stupid thing. But anyway, Jeep's running. You can hear it. We'll probably go for a test drive. Revved it up a couple times, seemed to be supplying enough fuel. I checked codes to make sure there's no lean codes or low fuel pressure. Nothing like that's being thrown, so that's good. Yeah, just need to throw the panel and stuff like that back on, and we're good to go. Thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to check out GenRight, guys. Check out this access panel. It's definitely saved us a ton of time, as this tank was fairly full. As most Jeepers know, you fill your tank before you go off-roading, and that's why it can be a pain and why you need an access panel. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it, guys.